Search for a missing girl near Morrow Lake State Park is continuing into a second night, although the state police investigation is moving from the park to an undisclosed location, officials said. New York State Police Information Officer Stephanie O'Neill said the investigation has grown too large for the buildings in use at the park. The investigation has included more than 100 people. By the end of Sunday evening, the park would be fully closed, she said, no one in, no one out. State police could be seen checking camping trailers and cars as they exited the park about 5 p.m. Sunday. State police said a vehicle checkpoint on Old Saratoga Road near Saratoga Road. The 6,250-acre park includes campsites, day sites, about 20 miles of hiking trails, and a large pond. A search began Saturday evening at about 6:45 p.m. for 9-year-old Charlotte Sena, who was riding her bicycle in the park during a family camping trip. She had biked with friends twice around Loop A in the park and then went for another ride by herself. When she had not returned after about 15 minutes, the family looked and then called police, Governor Kathy Hochul reported in a press conference Sunday. During that press conference, Lieutenant Colonel Richard L. Mazzoni, Assistant Deputy Superintendent of the New York State Police, said the Amber Alert was created after an extensive search through the park turned up nothing. It was quite possible that an abduction has taken place. They surmised at that time, he said, adding later that police feel the girl is not in the park. I feel confident at this point that we have conducted a search of this park, and we're going to continue with that as we search every other avenue. The search continued all day, and O'Neill said that some of the language in an Amber Alert is automatic verbiage and that nothing in the investigation had turned up evidence that an abduction had taken place. However, they were pursuing all leads. They were here to make memories, the kind that last a lifetime, the governor said. As a mother and as a grandmother, I cannot imagine the pain they're going through, Hochul said. I promised her parents, we'll find her daughter. All day, state police, forest rangers, State Department of Environmental Conservation Police, and volunteers formed lines and searched the woods in and around the park. They formed lines, walked straight through the woods, and when they reached a roadway they turned, reformed the line and walked back into the woods, with the searchers calling to each other with their number, 3 on the bump when they reached the roadway, and 6 moving when they got started again. One deck searcher said she had worked a section of the forest about 3/4 of a mile long. Charlotte is a white female, approximately 9 years 1 month old, with long, blonde hair and green eyes. She is approximately 4 feet 6 inches tall and weighs about 90 pounds. Charlotte was last seen wearing orange tie-dye Pokemon shirt, dark blue pants, black Crocs, gray bike helmet. When Charlotte did not return on her bike ride after about 15 minutes, friends and family with whom she was camping searched, and soon many campers were helping. The parents, David and Tricia, we could not confirm spellings of their names, called 911. Police arrived before 7 p.m. Her bike was found on Loop A, police said. Search efforts continued throughout the night, Mazzoni said. Additional search teams deployed Sunday morning. We continue to dedicate all resources that we can to find Charlotte and bring her home safely, Mazzoni said during the press conference. The search has drawn others as well, with many cars not related to law enforcement parked near the park's entrance. And if the bumper stickers from various political affiliations is any indication, the search brought out all types. Chad Mantle from Glens Falls was one of those who came to help. He heard about the trouble while hunting in Gansevoort, thought about it for an hour, and then went to the park. He said like so many others that this sort of thing happens elsewhere, so he wanted to jump in and help. This is now at the heart of our home, he said.